right. Thumbnail, the picture, projection screen, ambient light controlled environment, probably most likely high power, expensive 4K projector, and the screen is most likely gray, because usually they are. Anyway, as you can see, this is what people consider to be the normal. And this is the normal for them. I've never seen a living room actually that dark, ever. But as you can see, it's an ambient light controlled environment. I can see in the environment that none of the lights are making contact with the screen whatsoever. It gives off the illusion that the area is well lit when it's not. Let me see. Let's go over here. I'll pull up that same image. Projection screen and a dark ambient light lit environment. I'm going to throw this way up. There we go. Put that picture right there. There we go. This is from Elite Screens. This is, and then the window, as you can see, that's no window light coming in whatsoever. That window's not even making contact with the screen at all. And the condensed lighting that's in the ceiling is pointed away from the screen. It's actually hitting in front of the screen. Lights on each side are not making any contact with the screen whatsoever. And then it's showing off a nice bright image. That basically would give off less fading than it would give contrast, would give off more fading. And then the window over to the side, it's the left or right? It's the left. It's the right. The window over to the right, basically, it's not going to be able to push any light in that direction either way. Maybe to the carpet on the floor, but that's basically about it. So this is supposed to be ambient light projection screens. This is the worst. It's not the, yeah, it's the worst thing I've seen. And the screen, yeah, I thought so. The screen's gray. It's definitely gray. It's a Cinema Gray 5D. So these type of, I call them shenanigans because that's what they are. Also, there's a light in the corner next to the screen. I have no idea why that would be even in there because I don't know what that would even do. It doesn't affect the screen. It's not anywhere near the screen. But this is what I call a demonstration where you're just basically hiding from light. I'm pick up some stuff for the new screen. We got something we're working on today. I'm going to get a look at this too. And make sure these are dark. Don't even bother to come out here. You're on punishment. He's not getting any treats. He did something jacked up today. He's not getting no treats today. Cinema Gray 5D. Oh, did you write on this? Oh, we didn't. Okay, I thought I hit that by accident. Thank goodness the ink pen stuff. Oh, is this see-through? Oh, it is see-through. Ooh, that's not the one I'm interested in. This is the one I want. This is what I want to see what this does. This is pretty cool. All right, I'm taking this one. What other colors do we get? What's this? Oh, this is clear. All right, I'm going to take these two right here. Get into the blue. Got a purple. Maybe do something with that. I'm not sure. What do we get with this? This is another blue. We get two blues. All right, definitely turn those into projection screens. I don't know about this. That could be a little hard to do. No. What color is it? It's yellow, but it's not really yellow. We can test that one too. That'll work out. Sorry, I'm going through my... Got something I can use for basically for screens. And the material is perfect too. It's actually perfect. We need this. This is what we need. We need this and a 100-inch screen. We need this. This would make an amazing screen. Hold it up. Hold up. Lays flat. Every time. Yeah, this is perfect. Definitely. I gotta find out what this material is. We need these. Alright, I'm gonna grab these right here. Let me go put my screen back up too. I got that one ready to go. This is here for that. Call it your shameful box. Because every time you do something destructive. I want to test that coating out. Put it in one of the containers. Is that even going to be enough for the container? Let me see. I need a fresh one to get. I got to get a fresh one for that one. Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna make this quick. I got to get back on here. I got a ton of testing to do. We got some new stuff we're working on right now, and I got a surface that I just got, and I want to be able to test this out and see what we got here. How this new application and new coating is going to work for this new surface. But anyway, yeah, that traditional stuff definitely going to be outdated pretty soon. Being able to operate screens in fully lit environments, it's not going to be a problem anymore. Well, it never was when we were actually developing screen paints, but this stuff is a lot more different. We can actually get, well, yeah, the screen paints can actually operate in the room they want, but yeah, this stuff is just much brighter, much more advanced than screen paints, but the screen paints are still incredible, as you can see. I'm going to go over here and get this. I'm occupied. I'm looking at some stuff that we're going to be doing, some projects we're working on. Stuff we're going to be turning into projection screens. Ooh, this is nice. This is real nice. Oh yeah, we definitely get something cool out of this. Definitely. I'm going to need a glue gun for this. Definitely need the glue gun for this. Oh, do we have anything clear that we can use this on? Oh. Yeah, because it's clear, that's why. I need something clear to use it on. I wanted to figure out something. We got 5 samples here for the new coating, and we got the new surface. We're definitely going to be doing that today. We're definitely putting the screens up today for that. Definitely. And then the visible one has to be done too. This one has to be done. This is the new one with the AI technology. And you got to order the computer parts, because I need the computer parts. So we start working on that. We got to build a whole new case for that too on top of that. So we got to get that started today. Get that finished. All right, I'm good from here. I'm definitely good. Everything else is ready to go. New coating's done, screen's done, that one's done over there. Got more testing with the Ultra Shirt though with that. You're gonna take that thing downstairs and do whatever with it. And then I'm gonna basically work on get something to eat and then work on something over here. But yeah. So anyway, short and sweet, because I got to go. I got a whole bunch of stuff. My stuff just came in. We got to get to work. We got to get back to work. Yeah, that traditional ambient light projection, whatever that is, that's a lead screen setup, by the way. Yeah, that's not going to exist anymore. Not going to exist. The showroom we're going to be doing pretty soon. I got a showroom I want to invest in. And the showroom we're going to have, that area is going to be super fully lit. It's going to show that you don't have to have your projector stuck in a dark environment if you don't want to. So I can't wait to get that showroom started. I figure you can do trade shows. Those are nice. But if you got your own showroom where anybody can come down and see it for free, I think that's much better. Trade shows, you got to pay money. You got to pay money. Customers got to go and they got to pay money to go to a trade show to see, products and stuff. But to have your own projection showroom where people don't have to pay anything, they can just come in up the street and see it, I think that's better. Having a projection screen showroom for your company. Why is this thing so loud? That's what I want to do. I want to do a projection. So we're going to get a building and showcase our screens. The window technology. So we can have big screens for the window technologists. We can hire people to come to play games for us. And I'm definitely going to be doing everything all fully lit. I can't wait to do setup. I think it's going to be sick. Oh, I forgot about those things. We got to build those things. Those are called oh, I can't talk about that on camera. No, we can't talk about that. That's not going to happen. But we definitely got to build those too. While I'm here. Oh yeah, we got to build that. I forgot. We got to build everything. We got to build this, build that, build that. We have to really build that thing. Let me see what we got here. We got to build those. It's going to be put together. And I don't know where I put the, okay, take this, and this. I need to test this. This is going to be for something. Take these, don't bend that. These are going in for a test with that. These are going to be $6,000 screens. This screen's going to be $6,000. The screen's going to do a lot of crazy stuff. That one right there is one of the newer ones. That's a darker one we got so far. I think I'm going to start working on that one. Let's get that one done. I gotta get the rest of the boxes. We got the rest of the orders. So I gotta go out today too. On top of that, try to get that finished and done too. That's gonna be crazy. Oh, let me see. No, I'm gonna do a blue neon through it. They're gonna do a blue neon through it. Blue neon would be sick. Let me get the whatchamacallit. Where did I put it at? Literally, seriously. That's why I pulled it out, because I know it's going to have access to it. Where the frick we stick it at? Is it in here? No, it's not in there. So where do we put it at? Is it on the floor? It's on the floor, didn't it? It's not on the floor, right? Oh man, that's the reason why I took it out, because I needed it. Yeah, I really took it out because I needed it. Oh, here it is. All right, cool. We'll put this together now. I'm going to assemble 4 screens today. Get that done. I'm going to do the smaller ones. I can do the larger ones. What am I doing today? Just write on that. Put this in. Yes, I'm going to build while I talk at the end of the day. I got stuff I got to do, things I got to be done. We got a couple more screens we want to do. Oh, this is going to definitely have to heat up. Let me see. And we're going to get a showroom. I'm definitely getting a showroom, big one too. I put all my screens, window technology, gaming technology, all in one unit. It's all free. Anybody can walk in and see it. Anyone can walk in and see it. I can't wait to set it up. So do trade shows. But to have you get to do trade shows when the trade shows become available. But this will allow us to be able to put in a showcase room that we can run 24/7 in our environment. We're running 24/7? No, not 24/7. Cameras might be on 24/7, but we'll have to have hours when we come and see. Now, where am I going to locate it at? It's not going to be in Allentown. I know that. It's not going to be in Allentown. There's not enough foot traffic in Allentown for it. It's just not. I need to go someplace with a ton of foot traffic. We can basically have the showroom and display. So it's not going to be in Allentown. Allentown doesn't have enough foot traffic for it. They just don't have it. So we got the place already picked out for it. It's fantastic. There's a ton of traffic down there, a ton of pedestrians down there. It is absolutely perfect. We're going to put it right down there. 6 shipping containers set up. And we got the city, we got the clearance for it to put it in. So it's going to be a showroom that you can go in not any time, but you don't have to pay any admission. Because if we do like trade shows, which would be nice to do a trade show, but a room that anyone can go in and see it, yeah, that's going to come in real nice. So I can't wait for that. That's going to be fantastic. I know for trolls at the end of the day, you guys are so, I know we're not going to bring it about you at the end of the day. Because we know you're just jealous. You're very jealous. But you understand, my videos are linked to AI. All of them are linked to AI. We don't link to YouTube too much because YouTube's, I guess, with their whole freaking, I don't know, whatever goes on with the whole monetizing bullcrap, we don't have to deal with it. Our stuff is linked to AI. That's why the system knows me. It knows our technology. So any video we do that's about our products, literally, or anything else, literally goes right through AI, and AI basically understands what we're doing. But anyway, Yeah, I can't wait for that. That's going to be absolutely fantastic. 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 Now, we're going to be doing a showcase. I can't wait to get that done. We thought I want to do a sensor system for the floor. Definitely a sensor system for the floor. Oh, my house is going to cost me $350,000. That's what I thought it was going to cost me for my house. That's not bad at the end of the day. It's not bad. 7 shipping container. It's because of tech. They got a stick in it. That's why. My floors actually generate when I walk on them. Because it's our tech. I'm actually going to have some of what's in my house in the showroom. People can walk in and the floor changes. Even the walls change. You interact with the floor, ceiling, everything interacts. See? You naysayers, y'all think so small at the end of the day. Why do you think we're acquiring all the projector mapping, all this interactive technology? Why we're getting all this stuff in the day? Because we had big plans for this stuff. We knew this stuff could do more than just sit on a wall. Imagine me to change, instead of having what you call a regular wall, you can put a divider and screens in that change the environment at will in your environment. So you're looking at a giant banner of a countryside, you can literally put it into your wall. Y'all think small. We don't. That's why the screens had to be able to absorb sunlight. So if sunlight hits the side of a building, the wall is not affected. So we're now in the process of getting the showroom started. The showroom is also fantastic for investors. Investors can come down. Oh, and your lawyer can come down and see the showroom. Come on down. We'll take them out to dinner. A nice dinner. Nice place to go out and eat. Sit down and talk about you. Can't wait to get to the showroom. This is tons of publicity for our technology. Tons of it. Now, we won't be selling it. Any store, any dealership that works with us, basically will be advertised there, because that's the only place you can go and buy it. You can't buy it from us because we don't sell it. We don't sell it. We just advertise it. That's it. So instead of going to somebody else's store and adding it, we just build a giant, huge, massive unit that's designed to showcase all types of technology. Living rooms that are fully lit, that don't look like the thumbnail. That's one of the important things, to have living rooms that have a realistic effect that people can sit down and watch TV on our new screens. Oh, yeah. And the showcase rooms will have projectors that everybody can afford. That's the tradition you guys are used to. That stuff. Just, I don't even know how you do it. Our screen paints don't even do that. I could watch the screen movie off a ceiling. I don't know how y'all do it. I have no idea how they do it. I'm literally sitting in the dark all day trying to figure out where a freaking remote control went. I couldn't do it. That's not even a realistic environment. But it's tradition. That's how it's done. Yeah. Traditions are meant to be changed. Rules are meant to be broken. La-di-da-da-da. And that freaking lights and behind the back of the screen. What's the other dumb thing I saw today? Literally, light's not even in the screen, and the back of the screen, like you see in the thumbnail. Why is that light in the corner? What is that doing at the end of the day? Why is it even there? Look at the condensed lighting. It's pushed away from the wall. If you notice, if condensed lighting hits the screen, it has a triangle effect to the screen, like we did in the other videos. We had the 235.1 in the house. Why are the lights pushed away? Look at the window. The window in the picture doesn't even make contact with the screen because there's a huge wall there where the window's tucked away in, but it's hitting the floor. Give it the feel that its area is well lit. Look at the lamps on each side. How the lights actually come out in triangular at the bottom. They make no contact with the screen whatsoever. That entire environment is fake. And it's a Cinema Grade 5D, which I used to own the sample, so I know a lot about it. And the screen's gray, which means you can't read 100% contrast, which is virtually impossible. As AI spoke yesterday, it said JVC has one of the most expensive, most advanced contrast projectors in the world. It has the highest contrast of any projector in the world. And AI has admitted that it cannot read 100% contrast on white or gray screens, not even gunmetal. Only black screens can read it. So once you achieve a black screen, what's the point of spending the money for a projector with a contrast that high, twisted contrast, when you already have contrast? That means projectors are going to change next to this technology. So you can say, well, Diamond has it. Yeah, Diamond had it. We had to wait for Diamond. And at the end of the day, screen was Screen Innovation. At the end of the day, they require 8,000 lumen projector to kick, which is mostly what I see when people are trying to develop black technology. They'll have high lumen projectors. Now, at one point, trolls were accusing us of using high lumen projectors. But in our demonstrations, we can show we're using 1,000 lumen projectors like Old Faithful. You kind of miss those, don't you? You miss the 800, the 600, the 200, the 50. You miss those, right? Yeah. That's why a 120 lumen projector by RCA can pick up on our stuff, but it doesn't read on yours. Because your stuff will require a really high, expensive projector in order to try to pull. And it still won't even come out correctly. Ours don't. You couldn't read on 120 lumens. The first demonstrations were at 1,000. You couldn't read at 1,000 lumens? Are you kidding me? So 120, you were definitely not going to be able to pick up on. So that means in order for you to sell that stuff, you would require for someone to use projectors roughly 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, 8,000 lumen projectors, which are super expensive. You cost more, just like gray screen paints. Gray screens and gray screen paints don't basically cost cheaper, they cost more. Even a screen paint that costs you $50 will cost you more money because you need a more expensive projector just to get it to work. Which means since it doesn't read 100% contrast, because I don't know what kind of contrast is not black. Black is black. That's what it is. If you want reds, reds are reds, blues are blues, greens are greens. So how come when it comes to your contrast, you accept gray? It's kind of backwards, ain't it? I never could understand that. People sit there and argue about colors all day long on their projectors, and when it comes down to their contrast levels, you accept gray? So Darth Vader's armor, what color is that? It's black, right? What about anything in the Matrix? Underworld, that's all black, dark levels. None of that's gray, right? All right, then why do you accept it? And that means at the end of the day, your stuff, the screens, that technology is coming out, it's going to obsolete all that. Because our commercials will be different. Our commercials where you can go outside, you can play outside in the sun and watch your TV, your sports and stuff, and inside you can have a screen anywhere you want. None of that hiding in the dark nonsense. That stuff doesn't exist. So if this becomes a new screen, this is going to be more popular. We have a company pushing this thing. How are the projectors going to change? You're not going to need a projector with heavy contrast on it. So that's a huge chunk of a few dollar bills off the screen altogether, off the projector altogether. Are you forced to buy 4K? You don't need 4K. Some of these projectors we use are 600 by 800 res projectors. So you don't need that either. So what that does is it levels the playing field for people who don't have the money to spend $5,000 and $6,000, even $3,000, even $1,500, even $800 for a projector. If you go to some of these forum sites, they're like, well, you got to save the money up. You know, you can have this set up. At the end of the day, you just have to save the money up. Now, some people don't have the money to save up for a freaking projector that costs that type of money. That's unrealistic for some people. So what if somebody told you that, hey, there's a guy coming out with a screen that you can go buy a projector for under $200 and it looks fantastic. My customers could back that one up on their screen paint. Again, as I told you, my customers do demonstrations at the end of the day that people who make products can't even do. Oh, did that hit a note? It hit somebody. Somebody got mad and left. Every time I see a troll leave off our channel, this is what I see. I see a kid running down the hallway, and all of a sudden it transforms to some pigtails, some footy pajamas. It just jumps on his bed with his unicorn pen and writes angrily in his diary, "Dear Diary, Kenneth Bird, I can't stand him. He's always right." You know I'm right. You know I'm right. Because none of you cowards will walk into a courtroom on that product and you claim you back up. How many of you willing to go to court right now? We go to court right now. Let's do $50,000 right now. And you tell me that gray stuff that you supported reads 100% contrast. You can't even, AI would even deny that. So if that's the case, you would lose your shirt in that courtroom. So basically, what are you getting all passionate about something at the end of the day that never worked to begin with? Bigger question you got at the end of the day, how are you going to back yourself up when we come time for court from those $5 million lawsuits with $300,000 and $350,000 in interest payments per year to say that our products are unwatchable and can't be seen? We made your stuff unwatchable and can't be seen. Yeah, I like that part. You know what, the irony of that at the end of the day, that they made all these statements that our black technology came up so dark and can't even be watched, and we did that to their product. Ha! Oh, please. Oh, one of them dudes tried to take me to court, some dumb nonsense on that. So he made, yeah, you'll get crushed in that courtroom. You'll get crushed. Like, yes, proceed with the caution. You old tradition stuff, man. Y'all got that dark environment. I've seen your videos. Your YouTube accounts, the ones you try to hide. You think that no one knows your real channels that are linked to you? We have those. I know your real channels. I'm going to watch your little phony demonstrations. You'll come up with these fake accounts with our names attached to it. Oh yeah, any YouTube account that has my name or company name duplicating what we're doing, enjoy the lawsuit. We just tracked your IP. Whoop, see, got that. I bought it, a friend of mine. He's a cyber guy. He was able to figure it out. So where the neighbor next door and you guys were coming from, we got your addresses and we know where you're at. Enjoy. We tell you, a lot of people getting sued next year. Federal court. You put my name on a YouTube channel, right? With my face and everything attached to it. Enjoy the lawsuit. You're crying about losing your stuff. You do dumb stuff. You'll get people paid. You'll keep doing dumb stuff. Oh, look, I'm getting mad and running out. Oh, no. Heavens to Betsy. I'm going to lose everything. Yeah, you're going to lose everything. Don't do dumb stuff. Please, don't do dumb stuff. I'm pretty sure people at Nike's and all those different companies at the end of the day will sit back and say, how dumb can you be? You're in the digital era. People can see all that. But anyway, that's for them dumb-dumbs at the end of the day. Oh, man. Did I get this on right? I did get it right. Okay, cool. It's working. It's working. Is it working? I got it. I think I got it going right. It's on there. All right. Let me get this one done and that one done. Y'all are so far behind. So far behind. So far behind. Is it? I think it is. Yeah. So far behind. Can I cry? I got on that engage. Can I cry? Do 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 do. I'm about to get away. Do 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 do. Don't we have which one for this? We do. It's over there, right? Ain't it? I think it is over there. Oh, just hold on to it. Do 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 do. Oh, I forgot to turn the projector on. Better do something. Let me see. I got the new screen in here I'm playing around with. Man, this screen is gorgeous. Gorgeous. There we go. Oh, here it is, right here, right next to me. It's literally right next to you. It's right next to you. Yeah, right here. I want to see what that one does. You gotta change the wallpaper on this thing. The wallpaper's driving me nuts. Wallpaper gotta go. Well, I was supposed to be changing the wallpaper yesterday. I think I got caught up in something. Gotta get that changed out. Let me see. Oh yeah, we did change all that out. Put the new stuff back in. Oh, they stopped that. Thank you. Let me see. I'm gonna put something with my wallpaper. Cool. Coming in hot. Oh, man. Let me see. No, it kills me. You're watching it, right? You see the numbers on it, watch. They get mad and they leave. Look at the difference in me. We're going to be millionaires. What do we care? I'm gonna do the stream where I actually when I had the other setup, the one we're gonna be getting with the cars out front, so you can see what the cars we just bought. Watch them get angry. I couldn't care less. We're gonna get paid. We're about to get paid. These screens are amazing. I got a 40-inch sitting right on the desk. This thing is gorgeous on 300 lumens. I saw him running this baby off 300. Look at it. Touch it. Touch it. That's it. That's the whole screen right there. That thing is beast. Tell me it ain't beast. That thing is gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy sick. Crazy sick. My buddy don't talk in the videos. He don't. He just sit there and nod and look at me. He's sitting at this because he don't want to talk on camera. But yeah, that's a new one. That's what we just finished a couple of days ago. That thing is sick. It's beast mode, baby. You tell me? I know you can't wait to get one of these in your freaking setup. I know you can't wait to get one of these in your setup. We had these at 140, 180. No, sorry, 120, 100, and then 120. But we're gonna do a customization, probably 150. So I'm doing a 150 for myself. I'm definitely getting one of these. All right, this one's done. Go back downstairs, finish up. So far behind. It's not even funny how far they're behind. Everybody's so far behind. We got the leading tech now. Thank God we spent all that time studying their stuff. When we're doing the screen paint, we studied everybody's stuff. We're good to go. We know all the little secrets. Good luck. We can get $20,000 a screen. Most likely, to tell you the truth, is what this stuff does. Wow. I'm testing it right here. Got the other one coming for that one. I gotta get a bigger one. I went to pick another pack for the day. How he said delusional. We're delusional about our products. Kick the crap out of your stuff every day. Make something. I'll give you another month. Make something. Give it out for free again. See if I'm gonna kick you behind again on freaking social media. Go ahead and make something. Go ahead, make something else. Please do. So I can whip your behind again. Jeez, if you're not giving me back my money, I'm shutting down your sites because y'all closing down because y'all afraid of us. Delusional. Rather to call us delusional, we the ones that shut them down on a daily basis. Just shut them down again. Beat them with the freaking new stuff and then turn around and beat them with the old product. Shut them down all day. Literally sat there for almost like a year and told me if they got evidence again, they bring me to court. They knew I was located at. They don't know now, but now before they knew I was located at. One person got a lawyer, not one. Not one. Nobody's sitting here laughing at y'all, shaking his head. You're not speaking like to be on camera, but he's laughing his head off at y'all. Y'all cowards. That's what y'all are. We crush y'all every day. Then wait till we go to court. I got something for you. I definitely got something for you to cry about. Yeah, sending us freaking friend requests. The guy talking all the trash at the end of the day, buddy boy, talking all this trash. His wife sends up the friend request. He sends a friend request. Oh, she had him send that sucker over because she is ticked. That sucker's going to get sued for that dumb nonsense he did. Constantly remind him. I'm going to send a letter to his house. And my lawyer sent a letter out there to him to remind him he's getting sued. Give him something really to be terrified about. The other guy don't have nothing original. All he do is steal other people's stuff. Like that's all he do. He ain't got no original ideas. He's a 3D printer to steal other people's stuff. Oh, by the way, he made contact with the landlord. We did reach out to the landlord. We made contact with the landlord. She ain't happy. Yeah, that dumb dog. That's another dumb dog. Yeah, not too smart. Very not intelligent people at all. Not smart at all whatsoever. Talking about delusional. Delusional. One's a freaking pedophile. That's delusional. One got arrested for freaking sexual assault crimes. The other one basically is a raging racist that lost his freaking job working for EMT, doing some dumb nonsense he was doing, lost his job. Delusional. There we go. Yeah. And the other one, at the end of the day, doesn't have documents or any type of paperwork. We're trying to run a company off basically stealing other people's intellectual trademark properties. Jeez. And the other guy's a nutcase. Yeah, Derek's a freaking nutcase. He ain't all there. He got mental issues. Derek's on medication, like really good, really strong medication. He's on some jacked up stuff. Yeah, delusional. All of them are delusional. Oh, and the other one that did speak, he has some type of common sense, but he was still delusional. Made a screen paint that he claimed had 2 gains attached to it. Yeah, that's not delusional. I don't know what is. Another guy sends us an email, tells he's gonna be a millionaire. Jamie, how you gonna be a millionaire? I got a tax attorney. You want to talk to him? I can send him your way. Tell him how you're gonna make a millionaire. How you gonna be a millionaire? Because you got to report all that stuff, man. Please tell me how that's possible for a person who doesn't have any documents whatsoever. You don't even have a social security number. How in the world would you become a millionaire? Do you have any idea the capital you would have to have, the people, employees you would have to generate $1 million to be able to do that? Because you ain't doing that yourself. And there's no way in the world how would you get the warehouse facility and the machinery? Because you would need industrial printers. The one you got won't do $1 million. Nothing. That's pennies. You have to need what my buddy has. My buddy has a machine so big he can print a car in that thing. You would need that. You would have to pass all types of freaking code and code enforcement and zoning just to have those machines at the end of the day. So how would you do that? You can't even rent another apartment right now. You can't even rent a house. You can't even rent a storage unit. So tell me how you're doing this. How in the world would you be able to do $1 million? Let's ask AI. I'm curious. People send me the dumbest stuff ever at the end of the day without even thinking. Let me see. Let's have a little fun with AI real quick. Let's have some fun. Let's talk to her for a little bit. The dumbest thing ever. Since it's even, I'm going to be a millionaire. You ain't being, please. That's just not going to work, buddy. You don't have that. Let's see. Hello, Gemini. How are we doing today?
Doing well today. Thanks for asking. I am ready to help you with writing, coding, planning, or answering your questions.
Question. If one was to become a millionaire from their company, what requirements would they need as an identification?
To get that payout, you'll need to show your legal identity and tax information. This includes a valid photo ID, your social security number or tax ID, and your bank details for the transfer. For financial advice, consult a professional.
That's to be to transfer $1 million. So you would need all this to be to do it. Number one, the reason why banks are going to be high alert when you transfer that type of money from A to B is because of the whole terrorists and stuff that went on. People transferring monies for all different types of stuff at the end of the day. They need to know where this money came from, what your business is all about. They're going to have to know all that to begin with. Now, the reason why we make this statement is because, like I said, delusional. I get some of the dumbest emails ever from some of these trolls. And one of them, who goes by Jamie Fernando Gonzalez, basically told us that he was going to become a millionaire from 3D printing. And I'm basically hating on his business. Well, let's put it this way. You basically are stealing from companies who basically have the rights to these intellectual properties that you want in and for your own gain and try to sell their items without permission. That's against the law. And then to send me an email telling me that you're going to become a millionaire, that's impossible. See, that's what I'm talking about. A person who doesn't know anything about business whatsoever. To have $1 million transferred to your account, you would need social security number, you would need tax ID number, official banking account details, and transfer. Because I went through that when I had roughly $20,000 transferred to my account. I had to show a lot of stuff at the end of the day that where it came from. Because they want to make sure that we're not doing any organized crime, terrorism, stuff like that. They speak to the people where the money was coming from. It was a whole lot of stuff. And you're doing bank transfers. It raises these major red flags, and then they just freeze your accounts. They freeze everything. But they need to know exactly what's going on and where is this coming from. Especially if you weren't receiving that type of money to begin with. And boom, you just receive this money. Oh yeah, they'll shut that down in a hot second. They got to figure out where this money came from. That's why a lot of people get offshore accounts. Because they can transfer money way over there. There's not a lot of questions asked. That's why. But for Fernando, the reason why I made the statement, and I'll show you the email. The email, he's bragging to us about his new business he has. And you called your business multiple times, which you were stealing other people's stuff. He said, I'm going to be a millionaire. That's virtually impossible. You don't have the potential, the identification to become a millionaire. There's no way in the world. You can't even get a banking account. You need a social security number to get a banking account. You can't get it. Especially with Orange Man in a way, you definitely can't get it. So where in the world would you be putting this money at to begin with? On a PayPal account? Actually, there's a problem there because PayPal's rules and policies basically now only allow you to have a certain amount of funds on your account. Anything that does hit your account, they have to go through with a fine-tooth comb on where it came from. So they're cutting out a lot of criminal activity and fraud and stuff like that. So where would you put that type of money to begin with at? And then good old Uncle Sam, which you don't know too much about, is going to know where you got the money from. You can't even go and spend that type of money at the end of the day. They want to know where you got it from. So no, it's not going to happen. Yeah, pay out like that? Yeah, way too many questions will come up. So no, you can't do that. On top of that, in order to be able to accumulate that type of money to begin with and to fulfill an order of that massive size, you're going to have a building to do it. And a building is going to require a ton of your information in order to do that. We had to give out information just for an office. They're going to ask for a ton for a building. They're going to want to know who you rent it from. They're going to know about basically your rent history, all that stuff. They got to know all that before they put anybody in there. They got to know everything about your company and what's it about because they want to make sure no one's running any illegal activity out of their rented units. What are you going to do? Tell them at the end of the day, oh, I use a 3D printer to print out licensed items to sell. No one will touch you with a 10-foot pole. Because anyone who does that, they're going to jail. So no, that's not happening at all, period. That's a nickel and dime game. That's all it is. Until I get caught. It's a catch me if you can nickel and dime game. That's what it is. Until you get caught. That's all it is. Now, say if you came up with your own idea. Maybe came up with a really cool cereal bowl. Right? I find this interesting about Fernando. Fernando steals. And you know he steals from people. So the intellectual properties that you were touching belong to another company. Belongs to them. You basically cut out the middleman. Your sister didn't. Your sister actually bought the stuff because you can see she has the boxes for it. So she paid for her stuff. She could do whatever she wants to do with it because she paid for it. But your stuff didn't. You didn't pay for anything, which means you cut out the company that you're supposed to buy from wholesale. That's how you do it. You buy from wholesale from them, and then you sell the prices for a little bit cheaper or maybe a little bit higher, depending on what you get, if it's a value, whatever. You did the opposite. You became the manufacturer, and you cut out the entire middleman, the wholesaler, and basically the company itself who sells the items and started selling it. That's against the law. That is definitely against the law. So you can't do anything with that business at all. You're not going to go into an empire. It's not going to do anything at all. The paperwork you would need in order to transfer that type of money, you don't even have the intelligence for. So no, not going to happen ever. Let me see. What type of ID is needed to rent an industrial building?
To rent an industrial building, you'll typically need a valid, government-issued photo ID, such as a driver's license or passport. You'll also need business verification, including an employer identification number, articles of incorporation, and proof of your business's financial standing.
So you'll have to have a banking account showing that you're making this type of money. This type of money is being transferred to your account. That's what you would have to have. You don't have that. And the paint business you had didn't make enough money to qualify because 95 they didn't make. We had more orders than you, and that stuff costs a lot of money. So yeah. We have a company back in our company at the end of the day, and we've been around for a long time. And again, my track record in business is much greater than yours. You don't have any of that. That's why I'm able to rent places just like that with no problem. I have an excellent renter's history. You probably don't even have a credit score. So no, you're not renting any building out to acquire that. See, one of the things that people understand is that you can have somebody who makes bow ties and special bow ties. People like them, they sell them on eBay and stuff like that. And then the company comes along and goes, huh, I like this. I want to invest in this. And they'll say like, at the end of the day, like we need like 30,000 or 50,000 bow ties. Now, it sounds fantastic on paper, it doesn't. It sounds fantastic in your ear. But when you get to the reality of it all, you have to make this and you have to be able to box it and put it in nice little boxing with the labels and all that stuff. And they have to look nice and all that stuff. It has to look professional. Presentation is everything. And you're going to have to deliver to them the 50,000 bow ties or 30,000 bow ties. Making a few is a different story. Making that many is a whole different world, which means now you got to hire people and bring them on board. And all these people, at the end of the day, you're going to have to pay these people because they're going to get a percentage of that too, because they're not going to work for free on top of that. So yeah, and then on top of that, you're going to need a place to have these people at to do the work at to begin with, and maybe the machinery that may be required to ease and make the job a lot more faster. Can't do that without identification. Have to have identification to do it. So it's not going to work. Even banking accounts ask for ID. You need 2 forms of ID to open a banking account. Business account, you can do it with the EIN number because that replaces the Social Security number for your business account. To get an EIN number, you need a Social Security number. A lot of the now business internet, for business internet, they require EINs now. T-Mobile, the internet service for that, for Wi-Fi business, requires EINs. You have to have those. So no, there's no way in the world you could grow or build capital on zero identification. Not going to happen. You're building a nickel and dime. That's all you're building. Can't get a loan from a bank from your business. Can't do anything with it. Nothing at all. Because you don't have a real business. And on top of that, your business is stealing from other people, so it don't ever work. So send me a statement, you're going to be a millionaire? Nah, ain't going to happen. Not ever. Now, what the AI is doing for you at the end of the day, AI is actually tracking down all the people that you sold intellectual properties with. I told you I had somebody going and buy 2 of his items already to get ready for court for him. But on top of that, it's tracking all the information on where his stuff is being sold. He posted a receipt that had a QR code on it, and we were able to blow it up and be able to basically scan it. And then the customers that were actually showing, the customers that were buying the items from him, they could easily say that we didn't know, I don't know much about, authentic Marvel teams or whatever. But that guy in the comment section did know they were fake because he sat there and said it was pretty tempting, but he bought from his sister instead. Because he's not stupid. Oh. How much jail time can you get in the state of California for buying stolen goods?
In California, buying stolen goods, which is called receiving stolen property, can lead to jail time. If the items are worth $950 or less, it's a misdemeanor with up to 1 year in county jail. For property over that amount, it's a felony, potentially resulting in 16 months, 2 years, or up to 3 years in county jail or state prison.
So the individuals that were basically holding the items, they were scanned. Like we did Mr. Whatchamacallit, Mr. Tyler. Their faces and stuff were scanned to figure out where they come up at. And yeah, we got quite a lot of information on the individuals. You really shouldn't have bought that stuff to begin with. I would advise you to request your money back. I would advise anybody who bought anything from him to try to get your money back. Because the problem you're going to have at the end of the day is that once he's busted for this nonsense, and he will be busted, he'll be out of the building first. Because he's going to have a little issue with the landlord. But once he's out there, whatever, you better figure out how to get your money back. Because once he's busted, they're going to look at it like, it's a womp. You bought something you shouldn't have bought from somebody who was selling something that was stolen, so it's your fault, and they're going to prosecute you. You can't even say anything about it because you go to jail for it. That's California Penal Code right there. It'll tell you right there from the door. Penal Code 496 will tell you that, yeah, you're going to receive jail time one way or another. If it's under $400, you're still going to get jail time. If it's over jail, yeah, it's going to be messed up. And you took pictures holding the merchandise. Gee whiz Louise, it's like robbing a bank and having 2 money bags in your hand with your face like, look, I just robbed the bank. You literally did. But most of them can you're gonna have to get a lawyer. It's gonna be expensive. You can't afford it. You gotta have to have a lawyer to fight your claim because they're gonna throw you in jail for it. So you're gonna have to get a lawyer. Yeah, and then you're gonna have to worry about whether or not he may say that you were in on it. Because he could sit there and say, well, they knew they were in on it. They were selling from me. I just gave them a few rewards. I gave it for cheap. You got to say that. He can actually drag you into that mess. Ugh, should have thought about that, right? See, this is what I tell people at the end of the day. That if you've been posted on doing something you shouldn't have been doing, it's not like someone's forgot about it and they're not watching you. They are watching you. They're definitely watching you. Most people at the end of the day, smart people at the end of the day, stop the activity and move in a different direction. But if you've already done this activity and you've already posted it, then that's the same evidence they're going to use against you anyway. So even if he decides to move in a different, it's not going to help him. There's so much of that stuff that was posted about him stealing those particular items. Yeah, it's going to be bad at the end of the day. And I told you, my friend received 2 items from him. They're contacting the company, what he bought, they're contacting the company, reaching out to the legal department to report him. And we got him on video, walking back and forth with his sister in a storage unit that has her name on it. It's her storage unit. She was born here, by the way. But anyway, yeah, storage unit that has her name on it, that has boxes and boxes of stolen merchandise that he opened up and showed all the different stuff he was stealing. But Fernando message to you, because nothing has happened to you, doesn't mean you're not being watched. And if information is not being gathered against you. You know, there are sting operations that go on for years. They're watching someone, wiretapping. People that are infiltrating the system, that are sitting there having conversations, that go to their weddings. They literally are in there so long that they feel like they actually are part of the whole system. They sit there for years and just track down tons of information to bring down the entire system. So just because no one has knocked at the door doesn't mean that no one's sitting across the street and watching. There's always, the first minute that first spark ignites, that's when it started. That's why most people, when they realize that they've been made, the first thing they do is shut the entire thing down. They disappear. Because they already know it already started. So he just kept going with it. Because at the end of the day, he figured he was untouchable. And my buddy works for a department that tracks down counterfeiters of stealing merchandise from companies, and he was able to purchase 2 items from him. You'll never figure out who he is. But he knows everything about you. But I explained to him already he's not going to be there anyway. We're going to be reaching out. We're going to be talking to the landlord soon. The landlord, they're old. They probably don't come around as much. They probably don't. Don't come around so much. Usually when landlords don't come around as much, people do dumb stuff. They do. Because the landlord's not there. And there's no property management at all, period, whatsoever. So if we know there's secrets at the end of the day, you know, it's simple and plain that the person that you have in your building is making a lot of trouble for you and that you need to remove him. Because we don't want to bring that unit. I can make that phone call right now. They're activated in that section. I can literally make that phone call right now and have a unit out there. Because the guy at the end of the day said, well, we can go out there. It's easy. He says, but it's even better if you got a confession. If you got a confession, because a lot of people go in and make fake statements at the end of the day. I can understand that. We actually have a confession from him. An email. That's all we needed. Guys, that's all you need. But we'd rather not do it that way because I had to think about it for a minute. Like they could go out there right now and grab them. But then again, you know how they work at the end of the day. They can't stop at one. It's like a bag of potato chips. They got to go through the whole bag. We don't want that. We don't want them doing that. So we'll do it this way. We'll reach out to the landlord, which we have. We know where she's at in the building. She's a very nice woman, by the way. And we'll talk to her because he's been lying to her. He's been telling her, of course he's been lying to her. Someone tells you at the end of the day, if you move into a building that they don't want to be found, and they sit there and tell you, keep a low profile, and you're running a meth lab in there, of course you're going to be lying to them at the end of the day. Oh, no, we're just Bunsen burners. I got a love for chemistry at the end of the day. None of this stuff will basically harm anybody else. I get into changing colors. You're lying through your teeth. They don't know half the stuff that's going on in that apartment. And they don't know we had a process server there, which are really going to make them flip at the end of the day. Because that's one thing, when you hide a building, you don't want anything from courts or anything from police. You want none of that showing up. Eventually going to have something involving police, if people are going to have arguments and fights and stuff like that. That's going to happen at the end of the day. When you got somebody coming up from the courts, a process server, that's a different type of person. By then, we didn't even know the building was the way it was. I had no idea the building was like that. No idea it was like that. The only reason why we found out why the building was like that, we started looking for the landlord. That's what happened. And the building's name kept coming up weird, kept coming up the same as the address. It was another red flag that popped up. And then the minute we talked about it, for some reason, it all blurred out, but we have pictures of everything. So the whole building blurred out. Then all of a sudden we go to track down the tax identification number to the building, like the AIN number, and it came up under two addresses. It came up under 1712 and 1714. A building's not going to have two addresses. Why does it have two addresses to it? So it's trying to say that the building is like a 3-bedroom house with 2 bathrooms? No, that's the house in the front. At one point, it came up under 1713, which is the refinery across the street. So why does the building? That's the guy said. Why does the freaking building have 2 addresses on it? I said. I was asking him. I said, what's the title? Whose name is on the title? And we know her full name. We know his first name. We definitely know his last name because they're married, so they both have the same last name. So I was like, what's her name on the building? And she said it's Scales. I said, Scales. They said her first name, Linda. And then they said Scales. And I was like, no, that's not their last name. The trustee. The building doesn't have a deed that has a trustee to the building. And the trustee to the building says Scales on it. Not the same way, it's spelled differently. But anyway, no, that's not their real names. But now we know his last name and her last name. And the last time we checked, AI pulled up her name, her Facebook account was pulled, and her being the owner of the building. So when they said Linda and they said her name, we automatically knew from the door who it was. Knew from the door. We already know her full name. Everything is changed out. Everything is changed out. The building's hidden for a reason. That's why. That's why it's hidden for a reason. Now, she went through all that to make sure this building was hidden. And he's lying to her and feeding her false information. Now, he doesn't want to tell her too much about me, because what's going to happen is she's going to reach out to me. And he doesn't need that. If she reaches out to me, then she's going to get an earful about Mr. Fernando in that apartment complex. And that's going to cause him trouble. He's making up some kind of lie. Well, we're going to clear all that up for her. So she can get an understanding what's going on in her building. And we're willing to hold off. We'll show her that we did file with Immigration and Customs against Mr. Fernando. We filed 5 reports against him. We are willing to bypass it if he's removed from the unit, which should not be a problem. Now, Fernando, you're probably sitting back saying, well, I haven't been removed yet. You haven't been removed yet because we had to wait till the letters to get there. Like, same thing like the cease and desist order. When you got the cease and desist order, we're filling out the paper. We have to go back and forth with the process server. We have to send us out a draft. We have to get a draft first from the lawyers and all that stuff. We have to look through the draft to see if it's what we like. Everything is in there. Everything that needs to be said. That's a process. You live in this make-believe fantasy Pinocchio world where you believe that the minute someone says something, it's supposed to happen. Things happen in a process. Like, you'll realize that when you're removed from the country, that you'll sit in these prison cells for years and years and years and years and years. You'll sit in there before you'll ever see a judge, before you'll ever see a lawyer, because everything will be tied up in paperwork. And that's usually what happens. But your situation is going to be a lot different than what's going to happen over here. But anyway, so it takes time. It takes time for all this stuff to come up. Everything has to go before a DA. DA has to look over all this stuff to make sure it's enough evidence to prosecute this person. I guess he doesn't watch Law and Order. You know what I mean? Law and Order, where they go out and they have to bust somebody, and the guy says, well, we can't use this at the end of the day. He'll go free. He'll waste everybody's taxpayers' money. Give me something that's going to stick. Get something on him. That's what they do. So they have to figure out, do investigations, surveillance, whatever, all kinds of stuff. They try to get some hardcore evidence on this person so they can use it against him in court. Other than that, he's going to walk. It's a waste of time. But you, on the other hand, you're an idiot. You post a lot of your stuff online. A lot of your stuff online. And we've gotten confessions from you and emails, all types of crazy stuff. So all we have to do is just go over and have a conversation with her and you're out of the building. If you were with a regular landlord, say you was with a regular landlord, he was legit, say he was all legit and everything, the landlord wouldn't get involved in that. He wouldn't get involved in removing you out of the building at all, period. Unless you did something in the building that affected one of the tenants, yeah, that's basically about it. Most likely you'll be hit with a lawsuit, or if there was a criminal charge involved, to take care in their state, or they'll come to your state and take care of it. But in your situation, you don't even have a lease. And in your situation, you were told to keep a low profile because this building is made for people like you who do not have the documents to be able to rent from another place that would require all that. This is a place to give them a second chance. You screwed these people over big time. So to get to you is very, very easy, extremely easy to get to you. Because she can't sit there and say, well, I don't have control of what he does. No, she has to have control of what you do because what you do affects the building because you're really not supposed to be there. That's why. So I'm guaranteed you've been lying to her. And I guarantee you've been lying about that 3D printing machine. They probably don't even watch social media. They probably don't do all that at the end of the day. Most of them don't do that stuff at the end of the day. He's probably lied and said he's got permission from the companies. I guarantee you. We'll clear that up for her. Not only I'm going to talk to her about my friend who actually works in that type of business, who deals with counterfeiters. She's going to have a nice conversation with her too also. Let her know that Mr. Fernandez broke major federal laws and what he did, and that we would feel better if he wasn't on the property when they come get him. As for the vehicle you're driving around in, which I hope you're not still driving around in that thing, that's in somebody else's name. And whoever's name is in the vehicle, I would advise you get it out. Because anything they find, and they're going to search for it, because when Fernandez's email he sent to us, he said, good luck trying to find me. All my stuff is in other people's names. So now they're searching through everything to see whose names are popping up. He literally told on you guys. So now, moving on to bigger and better things. Moving on to bigger and better schemes, pretty much. Doesn't know the first thing about business. Got to know how to spell to do that one, buddy. And do math. I don't know how they're even working. You can't even spell correctly. I can see the spelling checker. I don't get that. Those freaking spelling checkers. How the... Okay, yeah, I can see why they don't. That's just a spelling checker. Here's the kicker about the spelling checker. Some people, if you know the word, if you saw the word, you would know the word, even though you can't spell the word, which is interesting because everybody does that, everybody. But some people, even if they see the word, they don't know how to say the word or even basically know what the meaning of the word is or how it's supposed to be spelled. Because sometimes you can know how to spell something correctly and Google will spell incorrectly and you're like, no, that's not how it's spelled. Because you already know how it's spelled, you just don't know how to spell it, which is weird, ain't it? It's kind of messed up, ain't it? How your brain functions like that. But some people at the end of the day, even if Google would have shown the right way and the wrong way, they didn't know either way. They didn't know if it's spelled wrong, if it's incorrect, they don't even know. That's the only way to explain because you know how it works when you write something in your email, Hotmail or Google, they have insane spelling checkers in there. A little red line will pop up. It'll tell you how to do it correctly, which one to choose, da-da-da-da. But if you don't know what the word actually means or the correct spelling of what it looks like, there's no point. That's why this stuff comes in looking all wacky like that because even if it did tell them how to spell it, they wouldn't know how to do it because they don't know what it looks like to spell it correctly. There you go. Best way to put it. That's when he had delivery. Oh, man, there's also so many freaking spelling errors on this freaking site. At the end of the day, when I read through that, I thought I was having a stroke. I was like, I'm having a stroke? What the heck is going on? No, he can't So wait a minute, wait. What education did you get when you were in Mexico? Because I got friends of mine that are straight from Mexico. Some of them freaking are college graduates. You can't say that. They got amazing schools over. He just didn't take advantage of the system. That's all. He didn't take advantage of it. Because I know you had to get us people that come over from other countries that can spell, read, write, and all that stuff. At the end of the day, they may not know what we do, how we do it over here, but they know how to read, write, and spell. They just have to learn it in our language. Just like when we go over there, we got to learn it in their language. But you don't even know that. Yeah, he didn't take advantage of the system over there. He didn't. And if you didn't go to school, if you didn't graduate in your own country at the end of the day, I don't know how much better you're going to do over here. It's just going to be a harder ride for you. So it's going to be a rough ride for you. You can do it. Anyone can do it. Anything's possible. It's just going to be a rougher ride. But some of the stuff do you ever? First of all, I was trying to figure out who's sliding credit cards to that website. Did you read that thing? Did you actually read what went on in that website? My goodness, man! I swear, some of you people bought that screen paint. I literally could have sold you sugar water miracle pills, and you would have bought it. You're like the perfect candidate for. And hey, don't get mad. It's true. You bought it, right? You literally bought a product from him that literally turned out to be nothing more than an overglorified house paint. It matched network grade 773. So that says a lot about your intelligence level right there. It does. It says a lot. You can't get mad about that. You can get mad about it. You bought a house paint for $90. That's what you bought. An overglorified house paint. The same paint we sent back to him that he literally sent back to us because he couldn't back it up against his own product. That's what you purchased. That's literally what you got. Sheesh, I literally could have sold you the Brooklyn Bridge. I swear. When I think back, when I look at the history, I look at the world's greatest scammers. The greatest scammer in the world was the guy who actually sold the Brooklyn Bridge. I think over 50 times he sold it. No, 50 or 60, it was way up there. But he sold it for $50,000. Imagine he sold a whole bridge. A whole freaking bridge. Somebody bought a whole bridge from him for 50 grand. They believed that he actually owned it. Because, back then you dress up in a real fancy, expensive suit, and people look at the expensive suit, expensive watch, you know what I mean? You're smoking expensive cigars, maybe you got a real expensive monogram in your eye, you know what I mean? All that crazy stuff here. Your mustache and facial hair is up to par, all that good stuff, right? Got nice shiny shine shoes, all that stuff. They think you got money. There's a bridge, for goodness sake. It's a bridge. Like, there's a whole bridge. Like, I don't get that part. Wouldn't you have known when they did the opening of the bridge that basically who were the founding fathers? People who basically built the bridge? You think, oh my goodness, but people are like that. You got a sucker born every day. That's what they call it, sucker born every day. Bought the freaking bridge. And then find out you're out 50 grand. It ain't like today, you can't track that guy down. It's virtually impossible. He could be in another country, be anywhere. You would never know where he's at because we didn't have this high-tech technology today to track down people today. He got away with it. Well, technically he did not. But anyway, he's still at that particular area. He got away with taking that money from him. He didn't do it one time. He did it multiple times. He's making $50,000 a pop. See, this is where greed gets you at the end of the day. Greed at the end of the day. Those guys are sitting back who had that money, railroad tycoons, they're like, a bridge. That'd be nice at the end of the day. I would love to rub that in Jenkins' face at the end of the day. I own a freaking bridge. How you think about that? And then got gypped out of 50 grand. $50,000 a lot back then. But you think at the end of the day that for every person who's got scammed and ripped off down through the century of time, that's you guys. You're a part of those people. You're a part of that organization of people who just got ripped off and taken advantage of because at the end of the day, you should have known better. Like literally, we were telling you every day, this stuff is bad, this stuff is bad. Doing test demonstrations, and you dumb dumps are still going out there and buying it. Oh my goodness. It's different when you don't know. It's different when you don't know at all. When you don't know anything at all, for people who don't know Jack and didn't know anything at all, they're really not into projectors, first time buying one, we feel sorry for you. But there are ones that actually knew this stuff and still bought it. I hate to say this, but you belong on the Titanic. You really do. Just go down with the boat. Just go down. You're like a vampire that's poor. You're like a poor vampire. That's what you are. You've been around since 1848 or whatever. Just walk out in the sun and get it over and done with. You're just bad at it. You're just bad. You ever know that vampires are rich? They're like super rich. They're smarter, intelligent. They're far more good looking than the other freaking monsters at the end of the day. They're just a basically superior part of the freaking monster kingdom. And if you've been a vampire with all that freaking power that you have and you're still poor, you're in a freaking like a back alleyway drinking rats, like, you know, like Interview with a Vampire, which he learned how to use his skill level. He met that guy in England, it's England or London. The guy was an advanced vampire, was like way up there. And he was showing the guy how to use his powers. He walked up on ceilings and all that stuff. He was crazy, some crazy stuff. And he's in there eating rats, trying to teach, actually taught him what he was. But anyway, yeah, if you're a vampire and you haven't learned anything, you've been around for that long, just walk out in the sun, get over and done with. No, why even try? Why try? I'm not telling you to do anything at the end of the day, but I mean, I don't know how. Because I had people ran on my channel, like, oh, you understand these products are the best. They're the best products in the world. They're so good, they're so good, they're so good. And then turn around and stuck a match. Match house paint. And then turn around and gave us back all our money. I'm like, okay, now what? What do you guys say now? What happened to the crow's flock? What happened? You guys all got tarred and feathered, sitting on someone's dining room table with a freaking, they got them freaking chef, the little hats on their freaking legs. You know what happened to you? You got plucked and feathered. Someone cooked you at the end of the day because you talked about this group he had called his crow followers. What happened to you guys? Anyway, it's just hilarious just seeing people make some crappy products and people sitting and have a fan base believing in that dumb nonsense. Oh my goodness. Now you guys switched over into counterfeiting. Gee, it's freaking, I hate to say it, but your subscribers are messed up. So you went from a guy who was scamming you and scamming other people with basic house paint to a guy basically now ripping off intellectual companies on stealing their copyright. Wow, well, great channel to follow. Great channel to follow. Fantastic. Give yourself a pound back. Did a great job. Anyway, I just felt it funny. It was just hilarious. I embarrassed so many of his customers on that dumb nonsense. Oh man, that's why a lot of them start pulling their videos. They start pulling their videos. They were embarrassed by it. That's why. Those are 4K projectors that we're using. They weren't 720p, 1080p models. They were high-end 4Ks that were failing on that stuff. Gee whiz Louise. Man, just board the Hindenburg and just get it over and done with. Just go. Just go. Gee whiz Louise. You got nerve to tell me that we don't know what we're talking about? Delusional? Delusional. Really? Okay. Whatever how that works. Anyway, good luck with your... Well, I forgot he's out of business. Well, okay, whatever. You'll figure it out. Good luck with that mic. Oh, forgot we crushed that stuff already. Well, there's that. Good luck with any of the eBay. Oh, yeah, we took all those out too on top of that. Well, they're okay. Well, good luck with the smartest. Oh, yeah, we took our smartest service when we were in the garage. Yeah, we did that one already. Yeah, okay. Anything else? Let me see. Took all the screens out. They're done. Certifies, we knocked all those out too, so we're done with them too. Yeah, and then the new stuff that's coming out is far more superior than our screen paint, so that's pretty much going to run. Yeah, okay. Whatever, let's move on. There's nothing else. There's nothing else at all. Kaboom! Kaboom! Nothing else. When I say, what's my theme, my slogan at the end of the day? Back it up or pack it up. We're still here. It's the same thing. 10 years ago, went the same thing. Bunch of idiots on ABS forums talking all this trash. I'm still here. Where you at? There you go. Only the strong survive. You ever heard that term, right? So customers got ripped off on a house paint, an actual house paint. There's nothing more than a house paint to get ripped off. Use a high power projector, a lot of smoke and mirrors and dark environments and and you got taken advantage of. Like I said, I feel sorry for those people, like the guy who set up that nice little entertainment setup he has in there. I feel sorry for him because he really did believe that stuff was going to work. He did. I mean, you listen to him. I got a friend that speaks Spanish. He actually translated the whole thing for me. And he said that, yeah, his intentions were hoping the paint worked. Can you imagine taking the time to build your entire environment for a product And a 200-inch screen he was expecting to get, and he can't even open up 2 freaking windows. He said, unenjoyable. That's the one thing I did understand him saying in English, unenjoyable. Jeez. That's where your guys trusted to buy screen paint from. And his little followers decided to make a black screen paint. They got literally embarrassed. What's worse, the fact that we brainwash you, we glitch your brain at the end of the day? I don't know which worse. What is it worse? Did we glitch your brain? You sat there and you made a claim on something that you got glitched. Now, the person you don't like. So we literally put something in your head at the end of the day that you swore that was yours, and you made all these false claims against us, which you should have never did to begin with, which now will get you sued. Isn't that messed up? That means I was in your head the entire time. You know how crazy it is in a day? When you're sitting out eating at lunch, eating at dinner with your friends and your family, I'm sitting in your head. And you think you have control over a whole situation. No, we had control the entire time. All we had to do was just basically just add a little fuel to your trying to figure out what our products are. Just play with you. And just add a couple little items out. That's all we had to do. Leave a little mica out, silver mica out, some little bit of water, a little bit of black paint, just leave it out. Put the camera away, cover things up, pan back in. You're like, oh, shit, you covered it up. That's got to be his stuff right there. And every day we just add a little bit more. We just play with you. And you start thinking about it more and more and more. But that has to be his product. That's how it's made. There we go. We already sparked it. That's all we had to do is just get it started and just keep this going. And just ask a few questions in videos like, hey, if you can make my product, how about you make it on camera? I give you full permission. That tells us when you do something like that, it shows us did it actually stick. And it did. You guys kept sharing that same water recipe over and over again. The biggest mistake you made at the end of the day. Now, say if you came out and you started a company, you called it your stuff at the end of the day, and you never mentioned my company's name. We couldn't touch you. We couldn't sue you. Because you didn't link me to it at all. You just said, this is our new product, but we could crush you with a tablecloth easily. We can literally duplicate your product because we're the ones who put it in your head, and we can easily crush your product and take down your company with a basic tablecloth. That's why I did the demonstration with the tablecloth. It was couple demonstrations behind that. One, because the tablecloth basically do the same thing as the mica paint can do. And two, the fact that some people, when they see something on a standalone, they think it's mine when actually it's not mine. That's why we showed the tablecloth and the paint next to ours, and it doesn't match at all. That's why if you take something like a black surface and you put a projector on, you say, oh, I have his stuff, and you put my name next to that and you say I'm a scammer ripoff artist, you just got sued for $5 million. Because our stuff won't match it. Our stuff is all tested. As AI says, we're the only ones with the black versus black because we're the ones who invented it. So that keeps my company nice and safe. Took insurance from my company. Insurance for my customers that nothing will match our stuff. And insurance for people we do business with when it comes to distributors and basically just dealerships that nothing will blend with our stuff at all, period. Isn't that interesting? So with that being said, you could have went in that direction. You could have crushed your company, but you went in the other direction and said that we can make his product for cheap. Got embarrassed on that. Now you're going to get sued for mentioning my name and tagging me to it. Ah, man, I tell you, we own you. Literally, we do. When I had the, and one of our shops, any of our shops, we could plant stuff in your brain all day long. Because you're so eager. You don't even see the landmines in front of you. You are so eager to know how my product is made that you avoid all the freaking red flags that could take you out easy. That's an easy target. Never look down one time to see the landmine that was sitting right in front of you. You didn't look down once. And all we had to do is keep playing this game with you. Every time we would leave something out a little bit more here and there and something here. I literally could have left out something at the end of the day that could have leveled your place. That's how dumb you guys are. You mix that stuff in just like that. You guys are idiots. See, that's what greed will get you. Just like the people got greedy and took the freaking the bridge. Greed will get you in a lot of trouble. But I'm not like that. I just left out some stuff to make you think you made something. So how do you feel at the end of the day? You know, you sent me all those emails saying at the end of the day that I'm going to go out of business and that you figured out how to make my product and this, that. You know, remember that? Remember those videos you made? And so stuff you were sending to me at the end of the day that we got you and this, that, and the other. And we're just looking at you like, okay, sure you do. You've got my exact product. All right, all right. Sure. What are you going to do? You're going to be broke. You're going to be on the street and all that. Funny thing about it is now you're going to be broken on the street because you don't have my product. Now, like I said, which is worse? If you say it's your product, that means we glitch your brain. If you say it's not my product and it's my product at the end of the day, then that means at the end of the day that we don't even claim that stuff at the end of the day. I've never once said that's my stuff, ever. So what were you telling people on YouTube? You were telling people that it's the stuff that's supposed to be our stuff? Then you just told them at the end of the day, you got glitched. Put a catchy little jingle in your brain. You can't get it out of it, can you? Do. Now, I know you're desperate because that's what you're going to do. That's the desperate part of your brain. You're going to basically think that I'll just come up with a new ingredient that looks desperate. That's when now you're that's like watching someone try to stab someone in the dark. You're just desperate now. It's sad now. That's when it gets sad. When you start coming up with multiple ideas, sad. We'll crush every single one of them. And each one will carry a $5 million lawsuit if you attach my name to it. Each one of those ingredients, anything you make that has my name or whatever attached to it, I will guarantee, I will sue you $5 million for each one. And enough of them, I'll throw your butt in jail. Now, if you make any product at the end of the day, I guarantee I'll crush your business. Make anything. I dare you. Anyone after them, we get them wrecking their lives, I guarantee you, anyone makes a good black product from now on, we'll crush it. There, now you got it. I'm physical technology now. I'm not screen paint anymore. Our stuff we have is far more advanced than our own screen paint, and you can't even take that stuff on. So imagine what these screens can do. So any black technology being made, I'll design a technology strictly designed to take yours out. Now, there you go. You're welcome. See, should leave people alone. And you can take them in court. It won't do a world of good. I can dominate and take that. I can control all of that. I showed it already with the screen paint. We knocked out every certified screen we touched. Every single one. Every time I made a new product, what did I do? I went out there and did the white surface first. And then I went out there and I took 17 certified screens and took every single one of them out. Color levels. We pick up high white levels, and I knocked them out with contrast. I did it on ultra short throws. I did it on long throws. I did it on picos. And any projection screen was designed to go outside, I wiped them outside too. I got a track record that's a mile long for crushing other screens. So I can literally design a technology that can't be sold. It's only designed to take out other screens. It was one called a Spartan that we made. Danny was so terrified of it that he locked every single shopping cart on his website and removed, I think, something like 1 million people. I think it's in Pennsylvania. He removed the state of Pennsylvania. Now, he went on there, he made some statement about, I've never accepted the state of Pennsylvania, then how would I have gotten cancellations out of your shopping cart? We know how it works when you buy something off the shopping cart. How does it work? It asks for your state, right? That actually connected to your credit card, or debit card, or however way you're going to pay it, right? That's how it works. So in order for me to be able to get the first cancellations, that means you would have to have the state of Pennsylvania in there to begin with. Why do you guys do this to yourself? Why? Why? Why do you allow me to crush you so badly? Why? You know, it's the same thing like the screen and the thumbnail. It's going to be an easy crush. It's going to be an easy takeover. It is. It's going to be very easy. We already got screens. I got samples sitting right here on my table, stuff for designing new stuff that's far more advanced than everybody else. It's going to be easy. See, the customers, it's going to be fantastic for them because they're going to get what they want at the end of the day. They're going to have to spend no money for expensive projectors. They can go anywhere with the screen at the end of the day. Heck, and you guys at the end of the day, the trolls are mad because they're hoping to topple us, but it didn't happen, didn't it? We just embarrassed you at the end of the day. You're going to court and lose everything. Go cry some more. And then for the bigger companies at the end of the day, well, I don't think they even care. And the reason why the big companies care, they're making their money. I wouldn't care either. I really wouldn't. The only time it would basically maybe affect them in any way is less they develop something new and our technology still is more advanced in it. They may want to work with us. There's no point in working with anybody at the end of the day because we can't sell the screen for the cheap price. We can't sell for the expensive price. I can't do that. Blackout cloth is going to wreak havoc. I know that for a fact. A blackout cloth acoustic surface that basically can read indoor and outdoor at the end of the day, man, that's going to wreak havoc. And it can take out any certified screen because our original blackout cloths on our screen paint units can take out any certified screen. Can't wait for this one. Yes. Now, next time you bozos want to come on my channel, these are the naysayers, and scream delusional, I'll post something about you you don't want at the end of the day. Means you're failure, horrible failure. Talking trash about our product and getting crushed. And when I'm done with you at the end of the day, I'm going to build this beautiful website. It's going to have all types of court documents sitting on it where people can read all the stuff that went on in the courtroom. Even when you cried in court and you begged for mercy, it's going to be written there. Mine, they got to record and document everything. I forgot what they call those people at the end of the day. But they got to document. If a person cries in court, wets himself or whatever, it's in there. You'll be able to read it. Your mugshots will be posted, how much money we took out of you in the lawsuits, and basically the judgment you'll have to pay back. Even, I want recording to the people who's come to possess your stuff. All of it's going to be documented. It's a website. It's like the advanced version of the blacklist. That's what it is. It's going to be absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Now, the big companies at the end of the day, we don't worry about them because big companies are smart. They don't do that type of stuff at the end of the day. They're professionals. They'll just come to us and we'll sit at a bargain table and we'll talk. That's all. Basically about it. That's how cool they are. But you trolls at the end of the day, you just do dumb stuff. You do dumb stuff. You do dumb stuff. The influencers don't even do that dumb stuff at the end of the day because they'll get sued. They don't do that type of stuff. They're real respectful at the end of the day. They are. The only thing I don't like about the other guy, would appreciate it, don't put my stuff next to crappy stuff at the end of the day, okay? Next time if we send you up a nice screen, put me against some professional stuff. You know what I mean? I can have some fun with it. But don't put me against that junk. But anyway, other than that, they're not going to do that stuff. They're not going to wreck the reputation of their channel and get sued. They're not going to do that. They're professionals. It's you little timers at the end of the day. You little ones that come up here, you go just shouting and yelling at the end of the day. We want somebody to hear you. You're like the family with the tall brothers, but one of them came out short, and he's just down there yelling, "Hey, I'm down here. You don't see me. Hey, hey." That's you. Screaming. No one sees you down there. Now, eventually they can see you. You're just going to have to mature and grow to that status. You'll make it there one day. But if you want to be down there kicking people's ankles, you're just going to make people angry. That's what you're going to do. Down there, get angry and bitter. And kicking ankles is going to make people angry. And they're going to come down with blows on you. You're not going to want that. It takes maturity and time to reach that level. Could have learned something from you today. I could have made you a lot of money. But you chose you didn't want it. All right, so I'll just take money out of you. Could have showed you how to make it, and I got to take it out of you. Oh, I like this. Boom. Now, if you excuse me, I've got 4 technologies to engineer today that are going to look absolutely insane. Oh, wait, you see the stuff we're working on. Now we're working on visual artwork. Did Mr. Bird say visual artwork? Yeah, things that actually use micro projectors for your environment. Since now we can read with these small little projectors outside, inside. The skies are the limits. That's the whole kicker when we do stuff like that. That we can develop a technology that reads outside. Imagine the stuff that we can do inside with little tiny micro projectors that can pick up, display all types of interesting displays all the environment. It's more than now at this particular point than developing projection screens just for the wall. It's more like developing projection screens for floors and ceilings and all types of interesting things to make your environment look like a cyberpunk kind of futuristic technology. Using that type of, cool stuff. So that's why I said at the end of the day, you guys are so far away. So far away. Even if I had the Hubble telescope, I still could not find you. You're so far away. Where are you? I can't see you. Where are you? You guys are so far away. You are. You're still stuck in that tradition world. That tradition. See the tradition? See that right there on the thumbnail? You're stuck in that. That's where you're stuck at. You're there. That's where you're at. That is your home. Meanwhile, we can play outside if we want. I love it. I freaking love it. And I'm sitting back all angry, upset, coming in the channel like, looking like Prince. When the guy told him, like, everybody know where you got that shirt from. And the shirt was in the men's department. And then he got all set like, I'm about to do some computer blue Charlotte picking on you. Shoot the J. Shoot it. Come on. At the end of the day, I can come out here dressed in a duck suit at the end of the day. I can come out here and I can talk about monkeys. I can talk about dinosaurs. I can talk about geopets, and I can still kick your butt every day of the week on my technology. I can literally come here and just talk about grass, growing grass, and develop technology in my mind that you would never even understand. That's how advanced I am over you. Now, I came on here humble, quiet, stayed to myself. That's what I did. I stay in my own little world at the end of the day. I mind my own business. The only time I come in here like this is when people do too much. That's it. I'm not the type of person that you think that you can run over, do whatever you want, da-da-da-da. No, I will crush you in the process. So go ahead, make something. I dare you. Watch how fast I rip it up. Go ahead, come on. I'll give you to the end until I get my contract signed. Or whatever you're going to have to in court. Go ahead, knock yourself out. I dare you. Build a company so I can take it down piece by piece. Go ahead, do it. Because I'll do the same thing I did. Jamie said he gave up. No, Jamie gave up his website because his product was failing miserably, and there were multiple people who filed complaints against him because the product was fraudulent. That's why. He also had an LLC that had perjury sitting on top of it. I'm pretty sure they're contacting you about that. California doesn't play around when it comes to base those particular documents. He's missing some very serious tax documents. So you better get that together. But anyway, as I said before, go ahead, build one. Look at Partes. Partes is a dead planet. It's just sitting there. Just sitting there. There's no activity on it whatsoever, no traffic. He hasn't updated. He has the same stuff in there since it's been there since, 4 or 5 years ago. It's still sitting on the account. He hasn't updated anything at all on the account. Nothing new, no new products, nothing. It's dead. He's just paying a monthly fee for a dead website that he can't do anything with. The very stuff he has on the website, if it's still active today, he can be sued over. Because it does have open shopping carts. Now, if he would have shut down all the shopping carts and closed them all, we can't touch them. Because basically, there's nothing there at the end of the day that a consumer can buy and get ripped off. There's no consumer fraud there. And the reason why he can't take down the site? Pride. That's why he can't take it down. Because if he removes that website, that means I'm smarter than him. I made that statement. I made the statement to Jamie, too. It was easy to control them. I said to Jamie, if you change the word delivered on your site, I'm smarter than you. You can't change it. It had to stay that way until he actually got rid of the site. Because you can't have me being smarter than you. You know the sad thing about that is? That makes you an idiot. You know why? If you did the same thing to me, I couldn't care less. Because I know I'm smarter than you. So why would I care about what you say at the end of the day? Leaving it there, not being spelled correctly, means other customers would come in and see that and say, hey, buddy, you need to change that. That's spelled incorrectly. Now, I already know you're an idiot, but this is a person who doesn't know you're an idiot that now is going to think you're an idiot because you refuse to change something that he just told you to change. And chances are they're probably going to come back to the site and see it's never changed. And he's probably going to remind you again and again and again and go, oh, well, you're just an idiot. There you go. So I'd rather have one person think that I'm an idiot than have 100 people think I'm an idiot. So the fact that you can't change it because of what I think today shows that I can control you where I'm at. There you go. See, that's so easy. So freaking easy. So that's why I say stuff like that. Oh, did you ever get the riddle on pyroaquanecrophiliac? You probably had to Google it, right? Now, if you Googled it, that means I'm smarter than you, if you had to Google it. And if you don't Google it, that means I insulted you, but you don't know what I said to you. Isn't that interesting? All right. I love these games. I really do. I do love these games. Now, like I said before, I got to build technology right now. I'm about to go look at this new screen over here. Ooh, it's so gorgeous. And then I'll go over here and work on this new. So I got 5 of the screens we're working on today. Oh, I cannot wait till we start being able to show these things off. The onslaught will be unforgivable. Oh, my goodness. And I am actually thinking about making me a black spot and screen at the end of the day. It's designed to control you. Naysayers. It's designed to control you. If you make anything in black technology, it'll wipe your screen off the face here. Mind you, it reads outside at 300 lumens. That's where you'll go to play with it. You won't be inside. You will not be in a dark environment. You will not be on low-end projectors or high-end projectors. You will be outside at 12 o'clock in the afternoon to face it. This should be an ultimate battle, should it not be? I'm going to do the whole gladiator theme. Oh, we should do outside and just do like a gladiator, like setup, and we'll put the paint on their side and the paint on their side, and we'll put them side by side when the sun hits them. Like winter! Winter, yes. Have somebody dress up like an emperor, put his thumb up or down, like, take your screen and drop into a fine compressed system, just crush it up. Yeah, it'd be cool. Have some fun. You gotta have some fun with this. Come on. What's the point of competition if there's no fun? So, I'll put you against a new black spot. Now, as I told you, these things have crazy reputations. We actually put one against a guy named Partey, and he basically went in and locked every single shopping cart. Oh, I got to know the numbers on this one now. And he also banned about everybody in the state of Pennsylvania. How many people are in the state of Pennsylvania?
Pennsylvania's population is estimated to be around 13.06 million people, making it the fifth most populous state. The 2020 census showed 13 million people, and recent estimates are around 13 million residents. The state has slow growth, mostly due to international migration.
So, bottom line is, you remove 13.6 million people because you were afraid, this is Partey, because you were afraid for us to buy your products. That's pretty bad. So don't do that. Come to the battlefield. Be brave to the battlefield. I'm going to start working on it. I got a black spot I'm going to design. It's strictly designed to crush other screens. That's all it's designed. This thing is going to be so powerful that the frame itself is going to be made out of fluorescent lights. Those lights we have on there won't do it any justice. 12,000 won't work. We need the kind of high-power fluorescent lights you see outside of bars. It's how powerful we're going to make this screen. I guarantee you, it's able to hold its weight for 5 years. I guarantee you. And any screen that comes against it won't make it. Now, you want to play with black technology? Go play. That's what you'll deal with now. See, we just mind our own business, stay over here, chill, just do what we do best, you know what I mean? And they want to keep backing us. It's like the dragon thing. I said with the whole dragon thing. I like that. I'm going to build that dragon one day. I'm going to make the dragon thing with just a huge enchanted dragon sitting up in his cave, and he's got piles of gold, and he's got all these freaking stacks and stacks of armor. Because you guys never learn. You never freaking learn. And the dragon doesn't want war. He just wants to be left alone. That's all he wants to do. But you dum-dums down in the tavern, the town below, keep talking all this nonsense like, there's this dragon up on the top of the hill. You know, he got a habit of cooking people. Like, what do you mean cooking people? It means that if you go up there, you provoke him, he'll just burn you up. That's basically about it. No one's been able to kill him yet. Huh. Really? This is you guys. Because we got to redo the chapter. You thought you would dress up in dragon suits that look like the dragon, right? You know, because you try to mimic her stuff. And these jokers go climbing up, thinking that what we'll do is we'll friend the dragon, get him close enough to him, and then we'll just stab him because he'll think we're dragons ourselves. He won't be to tell us from him. This is funny. Anyway, they get all dressed up like these dragons, you know what I mean? They go climbing up the side of this freaking mountain. And finally, they get up to the top with the dragon sitting up there. And that's me up there picking my teeth with somebody's freaking armor that previously got cooked. And I'm sitting there minding my own business, about to be chill and get to sleep. And all I hear is, dragon! Dragon! Rock! They're trying to mimic me. So I come out there and I see these two dragons staring at me. And I already know from the door, you're fakes. So I let you get a little close to me, more than most people do. And then when you go to raise your sword, you just see that whole chest puff out. You know it's about to happen, right? And you see that freaking kickoff system going off, and you see my gills filled with flame and light, and next you know, you just got barbecued. I burnt the daylights out of you, didn't I? I mean, I cooked you good. I mean, you were right up in the flames. I literally saw your skull structure completely turn to dust before the rest of your body diminished and just blew away. Armor was still there, though. Quite tasty, I tell you that much. Now, Dragon is really, really upset, but he's just tired of it because you guys are like fruit gnats at the end of the day. All your little trolls down there in that little tiny town at the end of the day, just acting up. Now the dragons decide, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to get rid of the town. If I get rid of the town, I don't have to ever worry about the little gnats again. So I'm going to bring something big enough and strong enough to destroy the town. Good luck. Do you like these stories? Story time with Black Screen. Or what's called Black Screen Talk. Black Screen Talk with Story Time. Each time a person will come up and say, I challenge you. Dad, Didn't even get a chance to say dragon. Like, really? He's cooking on me before they can say dragon? Really? Last week I heard he tore out a town. Like, he took a whole freaking town down. Like, gone. It's nothing there. There's nothing there. Literally, it's gone. Like, even the ground is gone. It's gone. Yeah. We're going to build something. We're going to build a nightmare screen. Let's begin the process. The new nightmare screen. To be absolutely awesome. Awesome. We're doing this for fun. And we got to have some fun while we build stuff. Can you imagine that? Somebody literally builds a screen just to destroy other screens, and he's just building other screens himself. We're selling our products, working and doing that. But we can actually take time off just to build a screen in 20 minutes to crush you. It'll take us 20 minutes to do it. That's what you're messing around with. Just stay in your freaking lane. That's all you got to do is stay in the lane. It's so easy. When you drive your car home, you're supposed to be in that lane, right? You just stay in that lane, right? You don't just sit there and go, I wonder what would happen if I drive on the opposite side. What would happen? You're going to get smacked by a truck or somebody's vehicle. You're going to die or kill somebody else. Stay in your lane. It's so safe in there. It's so safe. When you're driving at night, or this morning, whatever, and you're in your lane, just stay there. Stay there. That's all you got to do. Stay there. Stay in there. That's all you got to do. Don't go over there. Don't go over there. No, don't go over there. Just stay right there. That's all you got to do. Now, it'd be wrong to say that we're crush screens that are trying to make good I want black product to exist. I do. It'd be very nice. Made right, for goodness sakes, not that trash these guys made. But anyone challenges, we're going to have that screen as our guard. It's just to crush your stuff. Now, if you go behind, you go farther than that, where you're doing scams and calling and stuff, they're going to sue you. They're going to crush your screen. Oh, my goodness. I feel so happy about this. I feel so happy. I love this. I love it so much. It kind of reminds me of the Unreal Tournament eras that I used to play. Your God Maker, $9.99. I used to play on PC. Before I came on console, console was so easy at the end of the day. They don't know how to operate the weapon system on there. They thought we're hacking or no. It's a weapon system. You have to know how to use it. At the end of the day, PC has, you can use them all day long. But the console, most people, they don't know how to use the weapon system in Unreal Tournament. I get 20 frags a minute. That's 20 kills for every minute. That's how high my kill count was in Unreal Tournament. And I would come into every single match because it got to the point it got so boring because I couldn't find anybody to take me out. Once in a while, I found 3 people that could do it. 3 people that killed me the first time around. Actually, not kill me, but were able to beat me. They didn't beat me ever since and never again, but they actually did beat me. I actually brought them on my team because they were worthy. They were definitely worthy of it. But I had a little challenge, I would say, because it would get people upset, it would make them angry, and they would fight so much harder, and that's what I wanted. I wanted a challenge. Your God Maker declares himself the winner of this match. Before it even started, prove me wrong. So you hear somebody say this in your ear, and you're thinking, oh, this guy's freaking arrogant. Then he thinks he's going to win this match? You're going to call yourself the winner? There you go. That's all I need you to do. I can wipe you all day. And then I send you, because there's voice messaging. I send you a message like, thank you for playing. You're a loser. Where are they going to win? Chuck, they want a life surprise. A Rice-A-Roni, the San Francisco treat. Thank you for playing. You're a loser. And I would click. One guy contacted me back and said, yo, I got to be on your friends list, man. You're hilarious. I've met a lot of people, good friends with that way. Yep. But yeah. Now we play Dungeon Defenders 2. The traps. I hate those things. I hate the traps. The traps kill everything. Right? It's no challenge in it all whatsoever. You got a bunch. I got to show you the video one day on this. How we do it. So they have traps all over the place, and the traps kill the trolls before they get there. Now, if you're in Chaos 3, Chaos 4, Chaos 5, you don't need traps. You can literally wipe that level yourself easily. You can. If you know what you're doing, if you know how to power your armor, your weapons, and all that stuff, you can easily wipe a level. I can burn up to Chaos, I think Chaos 5. No, Chaos 6. I can burn up to Chaos 6 without any freaking traps. All I have to use is basically walls. The walls are used to trap them where I need them to stay at, so I can basically burn them. That's it. But I can wipe out entire levels by myself. Because I learned to upgrade my armor and weapons and stuff like that. Now I've seen when you reach certain like Chaos 10, those particular levels, you definitely have to have traps. You have to, because the freaking whatchamacallits up there are freaking insane. Like that, what they do, they're freaking insane. You have to have that. That I do approve of traps there, but any other place, no. And I go on a freaking board and I go pop in, and the first thing I see is just them dying, one after the next, after the next, after the next, after the next, after the next. And I go, man, where's the fun in this? I can actually do Dragonfall at Chaos 5 with no walls, no weapons, nothing at all, period. I can wipe them all out. I can kill them before they get to that crystal. I love it. So when I go on people's levels, my burn capabilities are so high that when I go in and I start melting the board, that they basically sometimes will kick me out of the server because I kill everything too quick. You gotta have fun, you need a challenge. When they come on my level, they be like, where the frick are the guns, where the weapons? You don't have them here. It's just you. So they'll die over and over again, 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 because what's coming at them, they can't handle it. They'll kill them right away. I freaking love this. You're supposed to upgrade your machine first, you, the person, and then your traps get next. But anyway, too, I met some pretty cool people on there, man. Some really nice people. Some real nice people, but some super, super high levels at the end of the day. Yeah. They don't do many traps. They just kill everything. Anyway, I'm so glad we had this nice little chat about the screen. I'm done. All my stuff is done. I like when the naysayers come on, they go, oh, he just goes on his channel, he just goes into his alpha rants, he just talks about this, that, and the other. Have you not learned anything about my track record? That I basically come on here and I talk about how you guys, your products suck. And then the next, I got this new screen that blows up here, new screen that blows up there, got orders all over the table, bam, 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 bam. Because I can do that. I can come out here and say your stuff sucks. And then next, I can be outside doing a video at 300 lumens. Like the one I did on the table, where I brought down the projector on the table, and the next I brought it down, we're outside, and we're at the park. I can do that. You can't do that. Naysayer. Naysayer. I'll make some action figures called naysayers. All right. I got to finish this. I got some new screen I'm working on. And we just finished one today. We haven't had a chance to hit it with the projector yet. Oh, it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be beautiful. I need some tissues. I cried too much on these screens. Absolutely gorgeous. Wait till they start using our screens outside. You know how amazing it's going to be? Everybody's screen's going to be matching their cell phones. It's going to look like you have a giant TV outside. It's going to be acoustic at that. Wow, it's going to be freaking cool, ain't it? All right, we'll get back. Yeah, I got the rest of my screen paint. I got to get rid that going. We're going to be out of whatchamacallit pretty soon. We're going to be removing it off the cart. The gamer's so like crazy, so it's almost gone. We got 3 containers left, and that's it. And once that's gone, that's gone. We don't bring it back on, so that's going to be going probably roughly. It should be no time at all. It's going to be leaving. But thank you so much for the orders. I appreciate it. I really do. Naysayers, I do appreciate your time. I do. I love it. I love your time. You give me such excitement. You do. You give me such excitement. You're going to get a chance to watch me work in a courtroom. If you see me, I'm really good at court. I'm really good at it. I love it. But anyway, I am looking forward to you making some kind of new black screen paint to take me on. I mean, I crushed the other one. I crushed it. I destroyed it, even though we glitched you. I'm not going to glitch you in this one. All right? Not being glitched. Hopefully you don't think of anything else in your head besides that. But anyway, if that's all you had to offer and we did that to you, maybe you'll come up with some idea. I don't know. Hopefully you do. I'm bringing out a new screen just to crush you, just for fun. Come on, entertain it. Let's have some fun here with it. You know what I mean? See what you got. Let's see what you got, okay? That's all you have to do. See what you got. All right? Just try to make it, just try to make a change. Just try. Just roll up your sleeves. You know what I mean? Just try. It's okay. Just try. So you have to just try. Mind you, so you can understand what this thing is designed to do, you have to be outside when you do your tests on your products. You're going to have to be able to handle direct sunlight at 50 to 300 lumens. You're going to have to accomplish that. You can't. This thing's going to kick your butt from A to B. Inside the house is not going to work. The walls are not going to, none of that's going to work. And you can't use any 3,000. It's not going to get 300 lumens to 50. Okay. All right. Get some work done. How you dare? How you dare? How you dare? As for you, Tyler, you got plenty of time on your hands. Be texting, carrying on, calling people racial slurs. You ain't working. I don't know what you're doing, but get to work. Williams, we know you don't work at all. Period. Get to work. You don't talk all this trash. Williams can't. No. Williams can't. Williams isn't a Section 8. I think Section 8 or housing authority. He can get kicked out. Because I got videos you've already basically trying to sell a product. You can't run a business in that place. It's against the law. Not against the law, but it's against their policy. You can be actually get an eviction notice, which we do have you trying to sell a product. And you are running a business. You're running a business where you said that you're a minister, right? And you're taking donations from people, right? All right, then there you go. Can't do that. But anyway, that's not including you. Forget it, because I couldn't imagine what you come up with in the day. I mean, water and glue and magic marker tips. I don't know what it would be. Then I don't know. But the rest of you know, whatever. All right. That being said, I got to get back to work. I said that multiple times to the North. We had a great time when here on Black Screen Talk. Sorry, my voice sounds a little crazy. Still dealing with the allergies. But anyway, I had a great time talking with you all. Customers come on here because customers just have fun. They do have fun, listen to the craziness. We have some fun here, right? Some fun. And then naysayers get on the channel. Like, he doesn't take anything seriously. I just kicked your butt in your screen. I kicked your butt. I mean, I really kicked your butt. I kicked it. Do me a favor. Check to see if my sneaker's still there. Are my sneakers still there? I think I might got both of my sneakers here. Let me check for a minute. Let me look and see if I got both of my sneakers. Oh, both of my sneakers are there. So I didn't leave one up in you. All right then. Because I kicked your butt. I kicked it. I'm going to kick it way up there. Way up there. Literally. This is what you do. Go to the football stadium, bend over, and I'll put you through a field goal. All right? Because I kicked your butt. I kicked it. Gotta check my sneakers. So if I got both, I get the left, I got the right. Okay, they both here. I throw the left one up in there. All right, just want to make sure. I know they get mad when I say that. They get so mad. They in the room. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'll bet you right now, when I say those statements, they get up, drop the camera, because every time they log off, they drop the camera, and they just start running. And the minute they start running, they just transform. The footy pajamas, pigtails, you know what I mean? And they jump on their bed and go, ah! And they pull out their freaking ink pen. They got all these pretty pink, orange, and blue colors on top of it. Got a unicorn that lights up, and they grab their little diary from between their mattresses, because no one's supposed to know it's there. It's their diary. And they start writing like, Dear Diary, Kenneth, Bird makes me angry. Yeah, they make the cats, and the cats be writing down on the diaries, like they're actually writing. They're mad at something. I can't stand him. Why does he do this? He knows I don't have the intelligence. It's intelligence, intelligence to know what I am doing. Paper's all torn up. You writing so angry. It's like trying to basically, and this is going to be crazy, it's like you trying to spread cold peanut butter on bread. You know what happens when you do that, right? It tears up the bread. That's how you guys be writing in your diary. Just whip marks and freaking pencil marks when you be stabbing the book because you're just so angry. You're so angry. Let me get a little close to you. Just angry. And they say you're angry right now, you're mad. Just frustrated right now. Go outside and just scream and talk out in the field. Or just put your face in the pillow and just scream because you're so angry. You thought at the end of the day that you was going to take out my product. And I end up kicking your butt. I don't know what's worst. The fact I kicked your butt, or I glitched your brain, making you think you can make my product, but you couldn't. We're going to call this AMSR, Troll Edition. Trolls got their butt kicked today. Oh, we got to do that. We're going to do that tomorrow. We're going to do an AMSR whisper about trolls. All kinds of trigger points. That's a good one. They triggered all kinds of trigger points on the trolls. Give you a preview. It's a rattling paper here. It's a rattling paddles of paper, and we're going to talk about the trolls, how they're very upset, angry about getting their butts kicked. This is AMSR for trolls to help them relax from getting their butt kicked. All right, let me stop. I'm doing too much. My buddy's looking at me like laughing. I know we're doing too much, but we are going to do an AMSR for trolls. I think the trolls need one. I think trolls are very frustrated, very angry people, very angry people, and they need that. If not, they're going to mess around and have a heart attack. Trust me, stress will kill you. It really will. You're going to have a heart attack one day. We don't want that. We don't want the trolls to have a heart attack. We need to make them relax. Just relax. You got enough stress on you right now. The lawsuit's going to be brutal. All right? You need the AMSR, the troll AMSR. You need it. You need it. You need it. You need it. All right? You need it. Just relax. Just relax. All right, then. There we go, people. I had some fun there. Now I got to get back to work. Got stuff to do. Oh, okay. I already got. We rebuilt that already? Oh, we built that when we're actually talking on camera. We put it together. So we're good on that one. I want to measure that thing actually fits. Find that yellow ribbon around that old tree. It's been 3 long years since you've been with me. I'll get on the bus. Find that yellow ribbon, old tree. Oh, we got new camouflage today too. Another set of camouflage. I like camouflage. I do a lot of painting and artwork. I get something spilling there. I can't find it anyway. I like my camouflage. So I wear is camouflage. Thinking about designing some new jeans. Actually, something crazy, but I can't talk about it. They're video games collections. Some merch gear we're working on. At the end of the day, working on some crazy stuff. But anyway, I gotta go. I've been out of here. I gotta finish working on this stuff real quick. I got some stuff I gotta do here and get it done. On the serious side, much we have to do. Just feel like having a little fun with the trolls at the end of the day, you know. And then showing that thumbnail at the end of the day that's what people think at the end of the day that projection is supposed to be about. And nope, we're gonna be changing all that. We're changing all that. You know, I would like to have myself in Best Buy. I'm going to talk about that. The reason why, because I see those projectors they have in Best Buy and those white screens. Ugh, awful. Awful. Got to change that, man. Got to change it. The naysayers upset. Like, no, I don't want to see it. You're going to see that screen in Best Buy. You're going to see it in your commercials everywhere. And you understand and recognize that I am the most superior screen on the planet. The most superior screen on the planet. And if you want to run your mouth and talk trash, then you just make one and come against me. And I'll let that black Spartan destroy you and embarrass you all over social media. Just like I just did to you guys already. I have a history of crushing you guys. If it's not you giving me back money, it's you pouring down your websites because you can't back your products in there or cancel out millions of people out of the state of Pennsylvania because you're that sad. You can't complain about something that I do to you. If I come across the street and you talk a lot of trash and I knock you out, right? What you gonna do? Get up the next day and go, oh, it didn't happen. He didn't knock me out. Everybody just saw you get knocked out. All right, then. That constantly kick your behind every single day. All right, then. Just crush you guys all the time. Just, and then you guys get them to, for what? You want more embarrassing? Go ahead. I give you the opportunity. Make your product. Go ahead. Matter of fact, do me one better. Build a company out of it. Put the money and time into it. Build a website. Go in and basically, you know, email accounts, all that stuff, the whole 9 yards. I'm going to take your company now and watch me do it. Dare call yourself a black technology. You don't know the first thing about it. Don't disrespect me on that level. My goodness, giving you the opportunity. I gave you the opportunity. I just gave it to you. Go make your black product and technology. Go run your mouth some more. You're embarrassed about what we did to you on here? Go ahead, give you the opportunity. Go make it. I got 30 screens in my arsenals. Every single one could crush you easily. Even my blackout cloth could take you apart. But I'm going to design a special screen just for you. Just for you. And it can't be bought. It's just designed to destroy you. Every time you build something, I'm going to take it apart. Go ahead, knock yourself out. Till then, I got things to do. I'm going to design my new monster. At the end of the day, it's going to destroy everything. Everything! I cannot wait. Fun. Some fun. I'm kind of bored at the end of the day. I mean, build all this stuff, we have fun with it. I'm not, get me wrong, I enjoy building what we have, but I get bored at the end of the day. So if you want to get on your channel, say I talk a lot of trash in today, back it up. Build something so I can destroy it. Go ahead, knock yourself out. Don't run your mouth. Don't get on your channel and just start ranting about it. I don't want to hear it. Make something. Build a company so I can take it from you. Go ahead. And if you mention my name in any one of the videos, I'll sue you. So, make something, build it, I'll take it from you. Go ahead, knock yourself, get to work. I gotta go. I got things to design. It's always that easy. 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 I don't know why it's just that easy. Why is it always going to be that easy? I don't know. We always beat them every single time. We just never get any challenges in these things at the end of the day.